I have to tell you guys, I'm a huge fan of international drag, and I'm so excited about Global All Stars. I'm so excited to speak to all three of you today. And my first question is for Eva. Is it Eva or Eva or Eva?
It's Eva. Yeah, it's
Eva.
Eva.
I'm so sorry, Eva. Um, what was it like getting the call for Global All Stars? And when you saw how your colleague and your countrywoman Marina did on UK, were you nervous about having to live up to like such expectations on her run?
I'm walking away. No, I'm kidding. When I when I received a call, of course, automatically they said, "Eva, do you want to compete again?" It's like, yes, of course. I didn't even know what I'm competing for. It could be American Idol. I have no idea. But they said, "I'll compete again." Yes, yes, yes. And because Marina and I are best friends. Like we are the best of friends. Like I was a part of Marina's journey preparing for UK versus the world in as much as she is a part of my journey at Global. She's part of the stoning team, so she stones my things, and we knew of each other. I knew of her story. I knew of her run. It is true now that I think about it. It is huge pressure, but I think it's also a matter of people need to know that I need to own
Mhm.
um uh, this journey. Like my global journey is mine. Of course, people would definitely compare me to Marina or how it went, but we are entirely two different artists, different people have different things to offer into this world, and that's what we are trying to show the world, that there are many types of drag, beautiful talented drag queens on that side of the world, and we broke glass ceilings for our fellow Filipino queens. We tell them that there's a new place to go, a new mountain to climb, and it's just a matter of time for the world to see it.
Absolutely. Kitty, I wanted to ask you on your season, you were top three. Some people, maybe someone sitting in my chair, might have thought you were robbed and should have won. Did you feel that you had anything to prove going back to Global All Stars?
No, do you know what as well? I remember like doing Drag Race UK, I had the best time ever. I had the most fun. And so when the phone call came for Global All Stars, I was like, why would I say no to go and have like more fun, you know? Like it was just such a laugh. And so yeah, I had the best time. And like I loved every second of Drag Race UK and Global. I think they're very different, but incredible, both of them. I love them both.
And Athena, I sort of have the same question to you. You were top two on your season. Many people also thought you potentially should have won your season as well. Did
Thank
you
you.
feel like you had anything to prove going to Global All Stars?
Sorry, what was the last the
Oh,
end of the
did you
question?
feel like you had anything to prove going to Global All Stars? Meaning
I,
like,
I think I was proving to myself because as I said before in other interviews, most of the people didn't watch my season. I think only Belgium and France watch my season. So I mean, I just proving to myself that I was capable of doing something bigger than a local competition.
well, I was actually going to ask you this because I have watched both seasons of Drag Race Belgique,
Thank
and
you.
I actually think that my question for you is, considering how small Belgium is,
Mhm.
how is there so much great drag? Because your guys' season comparably has some of the better drag than some seasons with twice the population. So I'm sort of curious, why do you think there's so much great drag in Little Belgium?
Because they're all copying me, that's why.
Uh,
I mean, that's super nice of you
I'm
to say
laughing
that.
like
I
a
mean, it's
mouse.
just because we all started from different area. Like we don't have like this very family of drag and stuff. Like
Yeah.
we start from like I don't know, one started because he was a makeup artist, the other one started because he was a dancer, the other one started because he did a music theater stuff. So I think we coming from all different type of arts. That's why maybe we are that, I don't know, diverse and nice. Or maybe
And
you find it cool because you don't speak French. I don't know.
I mean, a little bit, un petit.
Un
Um,
petit peu,
un
madame.
petit peu. Eva, I want to ask you, did you feel pressure to perform well for your country? Was there, when you got to when you were shooting the season, did you feel as though you did the nationalism sort of like appear? Did you feel like you had to do well for the Philippines?
Yes. Honestly, I think the pressure is the same for everyone. Like we are all there to like, represent our country is I think we always say it's the Olympics of drag, but more so for me because I am the only Asian queen in the cast. So I'm not just representing a country, it's a whole damn continent. But also there is pride in it. I think I would say this, um before you're even able to represent anything in this world, first you have to represent yourself.
Mm.
So even with that amount of pressure, whether I'm Asian, I'm Brazilian, I'm Belgian, or I'm British, we are there for ourselves first, and I think that's what people will fall in love with. You bring your nationality, your passport will always be the same, the culture and everything. But me, I am proud because it was me. It could have been all other 24. There are so many other queens that it could have been there, but it was me. So in as much as it's pressuring, it's also there's pride in it because I'm bringing Eva.
And Kitty, I wanted to ask you, when I was speaking to Alyssa and Queen, you are the only three queens, if I'm correctly, who have been previously judged by Ru. Did you feel like this was an advantage going in, or did you feel like it was a disadvantage?
No, do you know what? Everyone's always like, it's going to be like, you're going to have such an advantage on the other queens. And like, for me personally, I remember just feeling like, yeah, like I've been judged by them before, but that means they know what to look out for. They know all the flaws. They know what they've critiqued me on before. And so like going back, it felt like all the time in the world had passed, but then at the same time, no time had passed. It felt like I was just like, oh my God, right. What did they say? What do I need to remember? How do I need to, oh, like it was like hell, but incredible.
And I want us to all three of you guys, if what made Global All Stars maybe tougher than your original season, and what made it more fun? Was there anything that made it more fun? Or Athena, if you want to start off.
I mean, it was tougher because we're all finalists, so it was very, very strong competitions like since episode one. And the more fun it was just like for me it was the hardest thing, and the more fun it was the language. Because it was so funny like to see me and others like struggling with English, and then like it's sorry.
No, no, it's okay. You can say it again.
See what I was talking about.
No, no, it's all good. Like you
I'm
can
lost.
start again. Go ahead.
Another thing, like for me, like the English was like it was funny because it was like get out of my comfort zone, and we're all in the same thing almost. So yeah, that was cool to see, like different culture with the same language.
What about you, Eva? Did you feel like it was a tougher experience? Was it more fun?
There are many parts to it. Like I think the tougher part is like Athena said, most of the queens are like finalists. It's a powerhouse cast. I saw the runway on the day one, episode one, and it was like best drag everywhere. And like there's no filler queen, there's no filler bitch in here. Everyone's really upping their game. And it's tough that way also to be judged by RuPaul herself is different. And yeah, I think the fun part there is that I was able to create connections from all over the world. Like I'm not a very I'm not the one who really comments or like adds people randomly on social media. I don't really get to connect to a lot of international queens, but knowing that I have a sister in Belgium, in UK, in Italy, in wherever I want to go, that we even have a group chat. Oh my goodness, like I am sisters with these amazing, beautiful people. It's just amazing.
And what about you, Kitty? What was the experience like? Was it tougher than you expected, or no?
So it was piece of piss, babes. Walk in the park. No, I'm joking. It was it was so much harder because also in the UK, right, the drag scene is like relatively small, and like everyone basically knows everyone
Mm.
anyway. So like you go into it, and I remember walking into Drag Race UK thinking like, well, she can't sew, and she can't sing, and
Mm.
she can't dance. So there's one, two, three gone. So like you could work it out like that. I remember thinking like, okay, well, this is when she's gonna go. Like they'd be like, we're gonna do the ball, and you'd be like to that one girl, you'd be like, see ya, honey. Whereas this time it's like everyone is finalists, everyone is so fierce, and everyone is so bloody talented that it was just like the best of the best. So it made it so hard.
Well, I cannot wait to see the season, and congratulations to all three of you. Hope to see you at a drag con somewhere down the road. And thanks so much for taking the time.
Thank you
Thank you,
so
Greg.
much.